So today I would like to show you how to make your own preservative-free yogurt at home. Growing up, I had dairy yogurt called dahi on a regular basis, but I have transitioned now to making yogurt from soy milk, mainly because of all the benefits of soy. It is a great source of protein, it is cholesterol-free, it is low in saturated fat, and it has these compounds called isoflavones, which are phytoestrogens, and they have been associated with improvement in menopausal symptoms, improvement in bone loss, perhaps an improvement in breast cancer, and don't have the harmful effects of estrogen like breast cancer, increased risk of stroke, increased risk of blood clots. So for this recipe, I am going to use USDA organic soy milk, plain soy milk, and that by definition means it is non-GMO and it is pesticide free. And I recommend West Soy. So I'm going to use 1 quart of soy milk, and because we're using an unopened box which is pasteurized, you don't need to warm the milk or cool the milk like you do with dairy milk when you have to make yogurt. So there we go, so 1 quart. And then for this we need a starter. So I recommend Real Yogurt Vegan Starter, and I got this recipe from this book called The Ultimate Vegan Cookbook by Kathy Hester. So this starter, this box has 4 starters, and we're going to use an entire packet of starter. And you only need to get the starter once, because once you make your first batch of yogurt, you can use that as a starter for your subsequent batches. And I recommend using 1 tablespoon for 1 jar or 2 cups. So we're going to give this a little whisk just to mix it up. I love the fact that you don't have to heat the milk and cool it down and make sure you have the right temperature before you mix the starter. You don't have to do any of that. So now we're going to put it in these glass jars. You can also put this directly in the Instant Pot, but I prefer it in here mainly because it is, it's already stored in a container, and I don't need to wash the pot. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to put them in here. It is important not to put the lid on your jar when you do this. And then close the pot, make sure the seal is tight, and then turn on the yogurt setting, and I like to leave it for 8 hours. If you like it more tangy, you can go longer. So after 8 hours, I'm going to put the lid and I will put it in the refrigerator for a few hours to let it set a little bit. I was initially nervous when I transitioned from dahi or dairy yogurt to soy yogurt, because I thought there would be a taste of soy milk. I wouldn't like the texture or the flavor, but that was not the case. It was a very easy transition, and I highly recommend you try it. Again, mainly because of all the health benefits that I mentioned before. I like to have it plain, just like it by itself, with food, or also with some fruit. And make sure you leave a little bit of starter for your next batch, and don't finish it all off. So good luck and enjoy. So last night, after 8 hours, I took the yogurt out, I put the lid on, and I put it in the refrigerator overnight, and this is what it looks like this morning. It is delicious. One thing I forgot to mention is when you buy your West Soy milk, make sure you look at the ingredients, and it should only list 2 ingredients: soybeans and water. If there are a lot of other preservatives, your yogurt won't set. So this is what I'm going to have for lunch, my yogurt along with some berries. This is such a healthy alternative than the traditional fruit yogurt you get in the grocery store with tons of sugar and preservatives. So enjoy.